Good evening, everyone. Today, this is the third podcast which we are shooting this month. Everybody knows me. I'm the owner of NHD Real Estate and NHD Interiors. I have with me very special guest, Mr. Kalpesh Patel. He's a trainer in marketing and sales. He is a cryptocurrency trader. He is into real estate. So I cannot introduce him much more than this because he himself is like an elder brother to me, and he's a very, very beautiful personality. Plus, he's starting a cryptocurrency trading platform for properties. So today we are going to ask him what he's doing new in this market, or what he wants to bring to this market and to this table. It will help people in general to grow their wealth. So welcome, Kalpesh sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. So I'm going to ask you 4-5 basic questions. And by the way, my audience, please note that this is non-scripted. As I always do, this is non-scripted podcast with Kalpesh sir. We want to listen to his heart, what he wants to say. Then second series, once he comes up with the second podcast, then it could be scripted. He could tell something more about tokenization, about his platform. But today it is non-scripted totally. So welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Can I ask you one personal question? What brought you to Dubai?
COVID.
Okay. So COVID brought you here.
Yeah, I actually came here for a conference for 4 days.
Okay.
And I didn't leave because at the time in England, we had a 23-hour-a-day lockdown.
Wow.
So 1 hour a day was allowed for exercise and shopping. Done. So I came here for 4 days and everything was open.
Okay.
So I called my family. I said, listen, I'm staying.
Okay.
Let me know when things relax and I'll come back. Within 2 months or so, I got used to this lifestyle. I went back to London when things were lifted and I hated it. I said, what is this? Where have I come? I felt like I went back in time 50 years.
My God.
Packed my bags. Within a few days, I said, I'm gone. If you want to come, come. If not, I'll see you again when I visit. But I'm moving to Dubai. So that was the end of that conversation.
Wow.
That was 4 years ago.
Wow. So since 4 years, what change you have seen in Dubai?
Wow. So this is really interesting because when I came, already Dubai is way ahead of the rest of the world. Like we're talking different leagues, right? In terms of the cleanliness, the peace of mind, the safety, the standards that they offer, the energy of the people. Majority of population here is expat, people from abroad somewhere.
Right.
So this is really unusual. 80% of the population, 85% of the population is not local. So you have an energy here where everyone is here for a reason. They have all left their families, their homes, their comfort zone for a reason.
Right.
So when we speak to people here, the vibe is very, very different. So I already thought Dubai was kind of, like I said, leagues ahead of everywhere else. But even in the last 4 years, what I've understood about Dubai, having stayed here for 4 years, it is the most progressive mindseted country that I've ever experienced. And I've traveled to literally every corner of the earth, over 100 countries in my lifetime I've been to. So I'm very well traveled. Dubai is so unique in so many ways. The beauty of Dubai is its forward-thinking approach in that even when you think everything is done, there's something more happening.
Okay.
So they're always thinking of what is the next step? What is the next growth area? What is the next announcement?
So can I ask one question? Progressiveness came only from the people, not from the government, or from the government?
No, from the government. From the government.
Okay.
I think the people follow the leader of the government. It's really like a top-down experience because people alone, without the support of government, cannot progress. Right. The rest of the world is evidence of this.
True.
That's what I mean by progressive. I mean progressive from top down. When the owners themselves, the royals themselves, are making decisions, the people want to follow because they're progressive decisions,
Very
right?
True. Very true. I agree to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody talks about safety. Everybody talks about standards, energy. Okay. So you are from Europe. You are from London. You are from West. Yes. You have seen everything. It was there in London from past maybe 200-300 years. Of course, they are a civilized society.
Of course.
We are also civilized, but so you said safety, standards, energy. Comparing to UK, what is the difference in Dubai? UK should be like UK is UK.
Here's the thing: UK had its time.
Okay. Had its time
It
means?
had its time. It's
Okay.
because they dominated for very, very long time. It's a very mature society. It's a mature country. Everything's done. You know what I mean? So the scope for growth is limited. Especially they don't have their own industry. They don't have their own area of expertise other than finance. And even that now, because of crypto, the only thing they had, the financial industry,
It's gone.
it's a matter of time, right? It's time is taking its toll. So UK is mindset, old-fashioned. So they're holding on to what they've got. They're holding on to tradition.
Right.
They're holding on to history.
Right.
They're holding on to their past.
Right.
UAE is not holding on to anything. They're moving towards a future. This is the difference. And so you can't, they're two different experiences, but UK is going very quickly downhill in terms of safety. I'm calling it USA number 2. USA has the biggest crime on the planet.
And you see Dubai, there's no crime.
No crime, zero.
Zero crime.
In UK, it was acceptable level of crime
Right.
that you expect in a society that's as it is. But police is declining. There's no more police.
Wow.
So with that, the number of criminals is increasing. And now street crime, knife crime is at all-time high. So now you are hearing of stories constantly of gang warfare, youngsters, teenagers getting stabbed and killed in the streets, but even adults getting robbed in broad daylight. And because there's no police, no one can do anything about it. It's literally the things that we used to watch in the movies growing up is happening in the UK streets today.
It's coming true now.
Horrible.
Okay. Okay. So that was UK. This is Dubai. I mean, I'm proud to be in Dubai. I'm for sure.
100%.
Okay. So second thing, I want to know, because you have diverse background, network marketing, which you started with, which you told me right now.
Yes.
I'm just quoting you, cryptocurrency, real estate investment, and now tokenization of property.
Yes.
So I'll come to one by one. First, how you started with network marketing.
So
And you made money on it also. So I know it. You made. I will not get into it, but okay.
I've done
So
well.
network marketing.
Yeah. So for me, I walked into a seminar 30 years ago, 1995. A friend of mine invited me to a seminar. I was 26 years old, and I come from a business background. So from the age of 11, I've always had my own businesses.
Right.
I never work for anyone else. I don't have a boss.
Gujarati family.
Typical
For sure.
Gujarati entrepreneur. So with that mindset, I carried forward. From age of 11, I was making pennies.
Right.
By the time I was 15, 16, I was making a full-time income in my lunch hour at school.
Wow.
So this was really playing with my brain, that I'm watching adults. My dad is saying, you have to get an education so you can get a good job.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, but the people with a job make the same money as me. They have to work 9, 10 hours a day. I just do 1 hour. I don't understand the logic. What is it? Give me some inspiration. You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, so I followed my entrepreneurial career. I got into retail. I did very, very well with retail in my early 20s.
Right.
Then my father passed away when I was 23.
Oh, sorry.
And this was a big hit for me because he was the person I looked up to. He was a legend of legends.
Right.
And when he passed away, I was lost for answers. I couldn't find any. And so my questioning of everything, what is the purpose? What is success even?
Right.
Why? What am I going to do with all of this that I've built? Like,
Right.
just like that. My dad was 51 and gone.
Gone.
So I'm 26, like I'm halfway. So I'm 23. So I'm kind of almost half, right?
Halfway.
And this made me question everything. And it also led to I didn't distinguish it at the time, but what today we would call depression.
Yes.
But at that time, as an entrepreneur, there's no such thing as depression.
True.
I wasn't feeling motivated. I was feeling sad. I was feeling angry at the world. Right. I was angry with God, angry with my family, angry with my friends. I was just an angry person. So, like I said, I didn't relate to anything. It's just like life became uninteresting to me.
Okay.
Within 6 months, I lost my relationship. I was with my girlfriend for 6 years. 6
Right.
months gone. Because I was that kind of, I went from being the most happiest, light-hearted, fun guy to the opposite.
Okay.
I pushed my family away from me. My friends were pushed away. I became very different. And I was partying a lot, going out. I was trying to find some way of dampening the pain.
Right.
And I lost focus on my business as well.
Right.
Within 1.5 years, I went bankrupt.
Oh.
So I went from top of the mountain to the floor within 1.5 years.
Right.
And then I'm like in this dead space, dead zone. I'm like, what do I do now? I've got nothing left.
Right.
Is this the rest of my life? Like, these are the kind of thoughts, right? Like, I can't see a way out. I don't have the tools.
Right.
And 1.5 years after that, so 3 years after my dad passed away, I'm 26 years old. and a friend of mine gets me to a seminar, and I see my people. I see
Then
my
you
tribe.
changed your life completely.
There must have been maybe 800, 1,000 people in the room.
Right.
All of them are smiling, hugging, high-fiving. They have vision. They've got a purpose. They're up to something. The energy was different.
Right.
As soon as I walk in the room, I made a decision. I don't care what I see today. I didn't know what I was going to see, right? I don't care what these guys are doing. I'm in, right?
Okay.
It didn't matter. And it happened to be a network marketing thing, which I didn't know what it was then. But, the guy started talking and I started understanding. My business brain was connecting. And I said, this makes sense. Like, it's everything I did until that point in business was for me.
Okay.
I can't help others. I can create some employment, small.
Right.
With network marketing, I can create unlimited self-employment.
Right.
So I can really make a difference. This is what really got me. It gave me a purpose beyond just earning money. I knew how to earn money. Making money is the easiest thing to do if you're an entrepreneur. You always find a way, something. There's a hustle. But for me, making a difference, wow. This got me because somebody made a difference to me.
So you got connected,
I got connected.
all of a sudden, yeah.
Inside, it all woke up again. I said, okay, let's do this. And then I've never looked back. It's been a historical moment in my life.
No, I've read about it. So, so now from network marketing to sales training. So you are a sales trainer also.
Yeah.
You trained our team also as well one time.
It's beautiful.
So then from there to cryptocurrency, what was the transition phase of crypto? I want to know why you from sales training to network marketing to crypto. So crypto, I'm coming to the point because it's a middle point. I will come to another point also with him because I want to know what makes him get into crypto.
Very good. I was actually anti-crypto.
Okay.
For years.
Right.
And being in network marketing, we find things out faster than the rest of the world.
Right.
And I would also go as far as to say that 90% of the awareness and participation of cryptocurrency is network marketing.
Okay, yes, that's
network marketing is fully responsible,
for cryptocurrency,
in my opinion, for all of the success that cryptocurrency has seen, and we haven't even started yet.
Right.
So for 10 years, I said no to crypto. I was like really beating it up.
So for 10 years, you never invested in nothing into crypto?
Nothing, not a penny. I was anti. When people used to show me crypto projects, I would laugh at them saying, come on, do something meaningful, do something real.
Right.
What is this nonsense? Right. Because everything they were pitching me was a Ponzi, money rotation.
Right.
Nobody could show me the actual intrinsic value of the conversation. So in part, it was the earliness of the industry, so that the people in network marketing, they were excited about making money from it, but didn't understand it.
Okay.
And so they're explaining it badly. And I'm one of those people that if you can't appeal to my logical side, then I don't make flippant emotional decisions.
Right.
So you have to convince me logically, and then I'll convince myself emotionally.
Okay. So what connected you to with cryptocurrency?
A friend of mine was hitting me hard for 6 months. Kalpesh, you got to come, have a look. And I said, listen, you've been doing these things for years.
Right.
Good luck. It's not my space. You know this. Enjoy. You'll make a lot of money. I wish you well. Not my thing. Okay. It's not how I want to make money.
Okay.
Then after 6 months, he done something super clever. He sent me a link to an Amazon documentary.
Okay.
Amazon Prime should still be on there. Had a documentary called Next Blockchain.
Okay.
I recommend everybody to watch it.
Okay.
It's a 6 episodes series on the OGs of crypto. And in this, I watched the 6 episodes.
Okay.
I understood blockchain. I said, thank you. That's the best information so far anyone gave me.
Right.
Now I get something. Not what you're doing still, but I get the blockchain part of it. I love it.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. Then he said to me, but did you see this particular guy on the video? And he named a person. I said, yes. He said, he's the guy that owns the company I'm in. And I said, wow. This was the top of the top, the head of the table guy. Right. And I said, right, if this guy's doing a crypto project in MLM, I'm in. Because I get everything that they were talking about, and he knows what he's doing. Right. So he will not do the wrong thing. Okay. And so I got involved. That was in 2020. And I had the biggest success of my entire career in the last few years in that space. So eventually I got in, and it's the best decision I made. I'm so glad I did.
So according to you, people should invest in cryptocurrency right now? Is it a time? Because see, I know market has no timing.
Yes, exactly.
Whenever you start, there's a timing.
That's what I was saying. I was going to answer that with, should people invest in real estate right now?
They should. Because
Right,
there's
it's-
no time for real estate.
Right. It doesn't matter, right? If you understand the long game,
Yeah.
then whatever's happening now becomes kind of irrelevant, right? If you decide to get into something,
Right.
get in, and then dollar cost average, just start doing a little bit continuously over time.
Right.
In 10 years, law of averages is in your favor
Means
always.
a systematic investment
Correct.
plan, like something like SIP.
Yeah, exactly. What the mistake people make is they try to guess the market.
Right.
And
Most
this
of
is
the time.
and this is where you can trip up and lose money as quickly as you think you can make it.
Right.
And most people lose their money. But this is a trader's mentality. 95% of traders lose money. Why? Because they're not doing it full time. They're not consumed and obsessed with it.
Right.
And they're dabbling with something that ultimately the house always wins. Like everything.
True.
So cryptocurrency is no different.
Okay.
But if you understand the longevity of it and the vision of it,
Okay.
then start now, collect, build, hold,
Okay.
and see
Now,
10 years.
I'm coming from your cryptocurrency to your tokenization. So Kalpesh sir is starting his something called tokenization of property. So can you explain? Because
Yes.
I'm a layman. I don't know nothing about it. So I just want to learn
I'll
because
give you a very simple version.
when
all right?
when one of our friends told me that sir is starting something, I was like, let me get sir on board and then ask about tokenization. So can you explain in simple terms
Yes.
what is the tokenization of property?
Very, very simple. Think of it like this. We have the old world and the new world.
Sure, sir.
In
Sir,
the
I'm
old,
writing the notes, so I will ask the question again.
no problem.
Okay.
In the old world, you can buy into a company
Okay.
in the form of shares.
Right.
When an IPO happens, the public can buy shares in that company. Now we become fractional owners
Right.
of a stock.
Equity partners, we can
Equity partners, right? As that company thrives, you win. If it dives, you lose.
say. You lose.
Now move the same thing, the terminology changes. Instead of thinking of shares, think of tokens on the blockchain. The beautiful thing about blockchain is that it's fully transparent. This is the difference. So whereas corruption can exist in the fiat or old money world,
Right.
in blockchain, everything is available for everybody to see 24 hours a day.
Okay.
This is why people are excited about blockchain.
Right.
Because you can create real long-term generational wealth
Okay.
with transparency.
So everybody is able to see that.
Full, the whole world.
Full, yeah.
Anyone.
Anyone. Okay.
You can go into the blockchain, type in a transaction ID and see exactly, what fund was moved to which wallet, when, everything's there.
Okay. So
All right?
that's the
And it's
first
there
thing.
forever. This is the beautiful thing. The blockchain is a digital ledger that is open to everyone
Okay.
to look at. Can you see?
Okay. So coming back again to tokenization.
Yes. So now imagine this. Let's say that there's a $10 million
Right.
block of flats, apartments available in a distressed situation
Okay.
for $7 million.
Right.
The average person can never, ever entertain this opportunity.
100%.
But the opportunity exists, and it exists everywhere all the time.
Very true.
In every country, at any point in time, somebody is making that transaction.
100%.
And normally, what happens is these deals happen. We never hear about them.
Problem is, sir, if I tell you the deal that is a $7 million, you'll say, Arey Baba, my money is in business. In business.
Yes.
I can get you the money in 2-3 months. But distress deals, if I'm not buying today,
Yes.
it will go tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying, right?
So, yeah.
what happens? The person with the deepest pockets wins.
Right. That's true. That's true.
And so the wealthy continue to get wealthy,
And
and the ordinary people are just watching,
yes.
frustrated. Like, I wish.
Okay.
Tokenization makes that wish come true.
Wow.
Because individually you can't have the power, collectively we have the power.
Right.
So my whole excitement about this is that, so on our platform we've designed it where community can come together as one entity,
Right.
and the entity purchases the property,
Right.
and the community funds it.
So, sir, sorry to disturb you. Is it like a mutual fund?
Old world, yes,
Okay.
exactly. New world is
Tokenization.
tokenization.
Okay. So I will call it tokenization, and old world transactions I can call it mutual funds.
Yes.
Something like people collective together.
The difference is,
Okay.
and this is the middle phase we're in now,
Okay.
mutual funds are regulated because it's old world.
Right.
So because the governments have a control, they like it.
Yeah.
At the moment, they can't control crypto, so hence why they don't like it. because it belongs to the people.
Yes, but yeah,
The whole point of blockchain and crypto, when it's decentralized, this is the purest form.
Right.
A decentralized economy, the government doesn't have control.
some people cannot control it. Na? Everybody's controlling it. Like
Correct.
me and you, we
Yeah.
are controlling it.
The power belongs to us
Yes.
and not to an individual.
That's true.
This is what I mean by the corruption is flipped on its head. It destroys corruption
Right.
because now the people have the power.
Yes.
So now, in the same way, if 10,000 people have $1,000 each, $10
And then
million
they get $10
is available as liquidity, that money can be used to make money.
Wow. Okay. Now coming back here. So mutual funds has its own types. Like I invested some money, like 500 rupees or $500 or $700. They have the power of investing anywhere. Yani,
Correct. So this is where there's a little bit of difference. With a mutual fund, you're buying into a pooled investment.
okay. Pool it. Yes. Pool it.
Right.
Yes.
Here, you as the individual are buying directly into a particular asset,
Okay.
like a share.
Right.
Right? But it's the collective power of people that allows your $1,000 to have a 10 million value, a 10 million decision power.
Okay.
Do you see? Because of the collective fund, but the fund is not being managed by somebody.
Right.
You are buying into a particular asset and you own the asset.
Right. So that's a difference actually.
Yeah, so there is that difference there.
Right.
So you now own this asset. So it's more like a share, right? You can sell it or you can get the rental yield from it,
Okay. Yes. I was
appreciation, whatever it might be.
Okay, so I'm coming to it. So there are two parts of our real estate. Not like equity. Equity is like when company will make money, I will make money. Company goes down, I goes down. But real estate is a real estate. So it's called as real estate. So let's suppose if something is like you said, $7 million, it was $10 million, but you got it for $7 million. And collective people, like 1,000 people put in like 7,000 dirhams, $7,000, and then they purchase that property. Okay, so now this is rented and there will be appreciation value also. How will one make sure that he is getting that share of it into his money? How?
So everything is managed by smart contract, something called a smart contract.
Okay, this is something new. Smart contracts. I'm writing
So a
down.
smart contract, once written and exists for everybody to see,
Right.
is executed by technology, not by people.
Okay. So that's what you are creating something,
Yeah,
right?
so we decide the parameters
Okay.
of the smart contract,
Right.
and the smart contract executes.
Okay.
So again, corruption free.
Okay. So that means I can see that smart contract, whatever it is, it will be
can see
available
your
for me.
share.
As a layman, it will be available for
Yeah,
me.
you can see exactly how much rent was collected, what fees the platform is charging.
Okay.
Of course, there is a fee
Of course, 100%.
for managing everything.
Right.
The platform will charge X amount, whatever it might be, and the balance is going to you and everybody else based on the number of
Number of
tokens
tokens they collect.
they have in that investment.
Right. Okay. So coming back to the now tokenization, I understood what is tokenization because it was very new thing for me. Tokenization. Yani.
Yes.
So now coming back to the tokenization, what your platform is yani, I will not ask the name or something because it's still okay. So what kind of platform you are going to use? Yani, there should be some base of the platform.
Yeah, it's called the blockchain.
Okay.
So we already built everything on the blockchain. There's some testing work to do.
Okay.
But everything's built on a blockchain. So there are many blockchains.
Right.
The Bitcoin network is one of them. Ethereum is another one. Solana is another one. Cardano. These are big blockchains, technologies that are open source. So people can go in and create,
Right.
if you like, think of it like the internet and then a website.
Okay.
The internet exists for everybody and then website is individuals.
Individual.
So blockchain is like the internet.
Okay.
And then individuals can create programs
Okay.
like websites within that people can take advantage of.
Okay. So okay, I understood that platform. Now, what gave you this idea of tokenization?
For me, it's a no-brainer because my whole, ever since I got into network marketing, the concept of empowering the little guy
Okay.
is what drives me. I love that.
You
I
said
can
that
spend-
26 your age and you went
Yeah.
into that.
I
So
can
same
spend,
thinking.
I can spend my whole life
Okay.
making a difference. That's what this industry is.
Okay. Now this tokenization, how it is going to help me as I'm a very small investor.
Yeah.
So how is going to help me?
You can get in for $10 and own a piece of that real estate.
Oh, really?
And if that real estate produces 10% a year, and the platform charges, say, 10% fee, you'll receive 9% a year on your $10.
$10. Yeah.
But if that's all you've got, then that's better than nothing.
No, in $10 I cannot buy even a single
Nothing.
small
You
piece
can't
of
do
land
anything.
also.
And now if that $10 doubles in the next 5 years in value, right?
Yeah, I'm the ultimate beneficiary is me.
So
Right.
you are now benefiting from something that until now is never available to you.
Very true.
It's not an option.
Yeah.
You can only watch and wish.
That means each and everybody can be a real estate owner now?
Everybody can take advantage of leverage.
That's great.
So it's
Okay,
unlimited.
so we are going to take a small break here because it's very, very hot and we're going to start the AC. So we'll be back after a short break. Thank you.
Done.
So welcome back. Again, this tokenization of the property which we are talking about.
Yes.
So I would like to know in a very, very realistic terms, what is the tokenization is all about? Yani, can you explain on 3 terms how the technology is going to help? I mean, for a normal person like me, I have never used crypto.
Yeah.
I don't use any trading material, I mean, online something because I'm a real estate guy.
Yes.
Anybody who's into real estate doesn't understand shares too much because I want
Yeah, it's not your world.
to see, feel,
Yeah.
touch, you know. Okay, so tokenization, how it's going to help?
Yeah.
How it's going to make me a technology person because technology perspective, how should I learn it? And second thing is, how will I make money from it? Then the third thing is it safe for me? Or it is easy for me to use it? So you should explain this in full format.
Very good. So if we start with the basic fundamental of it, getting in, how do you get into it, right?
Right.
So think of it like everybody wants to buy property. Not most people can't afford it.
True.
But with tokenization, you are able to buy a piece of a property. So instead of buying think of it like this. At the moment, there are people that can buy the whole block.
Okay.
Most people cannot. Then there are some people that can buy one apartment.
Right.
Still, most people cannot. Now with tokenization, you can buy 1 square foot of an apartment
Okay.
and benefit from the appreciation as well as the rental dividends.
Right.
So this is the fundamentals, right? So there's no difference. It's just you've broken value of an asset down to fractions
Right.
and made it available to more people.
Okay.
So instead of one person owning one apartment,
Now
100
10
can
people
own
are
it.
owning one apartment.
Yeah, 100 can own it. 1,000 can own it. Even 10,000 people can own one apartment.
Right.
And depending on how small you create the fraction.
Right.
And it's called an NFT. It's a non-fungible token, which means once you own this NFT, nobody can take it away from you.
Right.
You have the full keys, full ownership. Documented on the blockchain, verified. Everybody knows you own 1 square foot or whatever it might be of that place. Got it?
Right.
Is it easy to get in? No, there is some learning to do. But here's what I say. I'm a victim of the same. I'm not a technology guy
Okay.
in the pure sense of it.
Right.
When Apple Pay came out years ago, I didn't do it straight away.
Wow.
It took me forever. My friends were using it. Everyone around me is using it. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I can't trust. Just feels weird that my card is open on my phone like this. I didn't feel, you know what I
Secure.
mean?
Yeah.
And eventually, you won't believe it. I installed Apple Pay here in Dubai 4 years ago.
Wow.
Late to the table, right?
We are using from past. I'm using from past 8-9 years now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, right? So in terms of adoption,
Right.
it's not difficult. It's difficult in here.
And still in India, nobody uses it.
Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
I can-
Apple Pay in India.
Oh, it doesn't even exist,
Yes,
really?
it
Wow.
doesn't exist.
No, but they have their own equivalents, right? They have their own.
That's different. That is
stuff.
PayPal, something stuff
Right.
like this. But no Apple Pay.
Okay, wow, look at that.
They still, my dad
Amazing.
don't know how this technology
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Okay. So coming back to
So,
tokenization,
same way.
NFT.
Once I did it, changed my life. I don't need to carry a wallet anymore. It's like, wow, beautiful.
Nothing.
Freedom came.
Right.
Same with crypto. You have to learn. Whether you learn today,
Tomorrow.
next month, next year, or in 10 years,
But you have to learn it.
the later you come, the more foolish you feel. That's the only thing that will happen.
Right.
You'll be like, wow, I should have learned this 10 years ago.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Like I feel with, or even with crypto. When I got into crypto, I said, wow, what a fool. I should have learnt, instead of just relying on the information I was getting from the layman, which was the bad version, if I had explored and learned, I could have done so much more with this industry, right? Same. Don't fear learning. Learn it. Learn how to buy crypto.
Okay.
It's not easy because it's new,
Okay.
right? But once you've done it, it's super easy.
Sir, one more thing. So by let's suppose you are making your own channel
Platform.
platform. So will you be able to teach us
Yes,
yani, on our
yes, yes,
podcast with some data analysis or something, how to learn it and how? So
Yes,
we'll do
yes.
the second podcast for sure for that.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
So
will
that's
you help
part of
us
the
in doing it?
platform. Yeah.
Okay.
We help a
Done.
brand new person. I've
So-
designed it in such a way, we have like a 19-step, literally click this, do
Okay.
this, do that, to learn how to buy your first crypto.
Okay, so we will remember this, and I will call him again, maybe in couple of days, months, or weeks, or whatever, and he will teach us how to buy a cryptocurrency from that platform, plus how to trade into tokenization of it also.
Yes, perfect.
So we wanted more from him.
Definitely, no issue.
Okay, so sir, please go, carry on.
Okay, so that's the first part. You've got to get into the field to benefit from the field, right?
Right.
So learn crypto, because crypto is the access to tokenized assets.
Right.
So once you've got some crypto, it doesn't matter people say, for example, Bitcoin is too expensive. But you can buy a millionth of a Bitcoin. It's not that you have to spend $80,000 to buy a Bitcoin.
True.
You can buy $8 worth of Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? So do it. Whatever you have,
Do it.
do it. Get in, get something.
Right.
Now you overcome the learning barrier. Now you begin to understand, this is how money moves. It moves the same as when you do a bank wire from your bank to somebody else's bank.
Right.
Crypto works exactly the same, just different terminology.
Okay.
So learn the terminology, learn the process. Now you're in.
Okay.
The next thing is to make sure that when you get in, there are a few tokenization platforms already available. Very few, but it's new, it's early days. The next decade, you will see, I believe, tokenization will be one of the biggest growth areas of crypto.
Okay. Tokenization. Okay.
So start learning today. See, here's the thing, less than 4% of the population is in crypto.
Yeah.
So
we were talking about it.
people are looking at it, wow, I missed the boat, it's so far,
Sir,
oh,
one
it's
more
too
thing.
late. No, it's not even
4%,
started.
you said 4%. If 96% comes in,
Yes.
not 90, I'd say 50%. Or
Even if
45%
50%
comes into this,
it's game over.
maybe Bitcoin will reach million.
It will go into a million easily.
Wow.
Easily.
So it's still the potential.
It's huge.
I mean, it's huge. It's huge for sure.
And I tell everyone, Bitcoin is the Coca-Cola of the industry.
Coca-Cola industry.
You see what I'm saying? It is the Microsoft. It's forever. It's an evergreen
Right.
brand.
Right.
Don't play with something you don't understand in the beginning.
Right.
So there are things called altcoins, alternative coins.
Okay.
But in the beginning, Bitcoin only.
Okay.
Don't get sucked into, because 99% of the new coins are scams.
Okay.
I've learned this the hard way. I've lost millions
I just want
because
to
of these bad
understand
decisions.
this. So anybody can run away with that money also.
As beautiful and transparent the technology is,
Right.
the technology is built for trust and transparency.
Right.
But like everything, there
It
are
can be played
people.
also.
There are people that can take advantage of not the technology's transparency, but your lack of knowledge.
Okay.
Transparency is only valuable if you know how to understand. If you understand it, if you know how to evaluate it. Otherwise, it's just words.
Right.
You'll watch a video on YouTube. Yes, blockchain is transparent. Oh, okay, you put your money. That's not the end of the conversation.
In Hindu mythology, we say, na, Saraswati always remains with the goddess of knowledge. which is
Yes,
Saraswati.
yes, exactly.
Saraswati and Lakshmi,
Lakshmi
remains
go together. Correct,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
So you have to make sure
Right.
that you don't fall for the scams. I myself have been a victim of many. That's why I can speak so openly about it. It's a beautiful technology, but take time to understand it and always be cautious. But Bitcoin is one of those that has established itself. It's the first crypto.
That's true.
And everyone that understands it says it's all the way to the end. So that's why we say even $1 million within the next decade is very, very, very doable because it's just maths. There's no more Bitcoins ever in the world. All the Bitcoin that are ever going to be made,
Mined.
pretty much 90%, 95% of all Bitcoins are made. Now, if you want to buy Bitcoin, you have to buy from somebody that already has it.
Right.
There's no more being created in the market. No new ones coming in. So this is why appreciation is inevitable. 4%, even if 4% goes to 10%, that will reflect in the price.
That's true.
If it goes to 20, whatever happens now, it's only upward, long-term journey.
Okay. So coming back to the tokenization. So how will a small percentage make money out of it? You already answered, but I want to
So
know
get
the
into crypto, open up your wallet, a decentralized one, so Trust Wallet, MetaMask. These are well-known
Okay.
decentralized wallets.
Right.
Always decentralized wallets. Don't use centralized.
Okay. Decentralized.
Centralized is where manipulation happens. So you have to learn some of this language, and there's plenty of information to do that.
Okay.
So open a decentralized wallet account,
Okay.
download MetaMask on your phone, Download Trust Wallet. These are two of the biggest.
Right.
Then buy some Bitcoin. So you're doing the transaction.
Okay.
And then start learning about tokenization.
Okay.
Again, there's information that you can find on YouTube
Right.
that will give you some information. And then identify a great project that you want to get involved in.
Okay.
So which country, which developer, which building. Don't go blindly. Like anything, don't go blindly.
Right. So learn something about it.
Learn something about where you want your money to work for you.
Right.
And then put it to work for you.
Okay. So your
Using this-
tokenization platform is going to work only in Dubai, or it's going to be worldwide?
We'll start with Dubai, but eventually we'll be worldwide.
Because Dubai is the world's largest market.
Yeah,
now
yeah, correct.
For the property.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Dubai for property right now
Right.
is leaving the rest of the world for dust. It's,
Last question. Last question, but not least question. Last question.
yes.
Is it safe?
Is what safe?
Is it safe? For me as a layman, I have like,
Tokenization?
yes.
It's as safe as buying the asset itself. There's no difference.
Okay.
So the risk is the asset,
Right.
not the ownership.
Asset. I mean, because property in a long term never loses value.
Right.
This
That's
I
what
know
I'm saying.
because
So the risk is any temporary adjustments that might happen. This is your risk,
keep on
but
happening.
not your ownership of the asset. There's
So
no
it's
risk
safe- it's
there.
safe.
Correct. Fully.
I will put my
more,
money in.
more safe than paper documents.
Right. That's true. Paper documents anybody can snatch in. And
That's what I'm saying, right? So yeah, it's the safest way to buy property. In the future, people will only buy on the blockchain.
Okay. So
This
that
is
means
my-
you see the future. Also.
This is my take, that within a decade, maximum 2 decades, maximum,
Wow.
people will not trust transactions that are not on the blockchain.
Wow.
With education, as you understand blockchain, why would you do transactions outside of it?
That's true.
Because this brings transparency for all.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much, Kalpesh sir. It was an eye opener for me, and good luck for your the new platform.
Thank you.
We will have another full training session on it, and you
look
have to
forward to
promise us that you will teach us how to buy it on the your
100%,
platform.
100%.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.